Hey everybody! So today I thought we could just get ready together. I'm going on a date tonight. It is my 10th wedding anniversary. I am not sure how that happened or how I'm old enough for that to happen, but it did. So we're going to go out to a nice dinner. I thought we'll just get ready together using some of my kind of tried and true favorite products, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so to start, I'm going to use this Make It Last. It's a prime and correct and setting spray from Milani. I do not like this as a setting spray. The mister is terrible. Like, it's awful. So I'm going to try priming with it, and then I'm going to put other primer on top of it just to see, because I got to use it. I bought it. So we'll see if that does anything. It smells like flowers, and that is not my favorite thing. Okay, so we'll see if that makes a difference in that way. So next I'm going to go in with two more primers. I'm going to do the Master Prime by Maybelline and the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing. This is just going to go in my T-zone. My skin has been so dry. It's like flaky and dry and terrible, so I'm just going to try and give it as much moisturizer as I can. I've been just piling it on. So I'm going to use another moisturizing primer. It's like really bad on the corners of my mouth, and I just keep putting moisturizer and stuff there, and I don't know, it's better than it was. It's not as flaky, but ew. Okay, so then I'm going to put this pore minimizing primer just right on my T-zone to see if that helps a little. Normally I wouldn't do this extra step. I just feel like I should be all glammy today. So I'm going to let that just kind of chill for a minute. Next, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte+Poreless. This is in the shade 120, Classic Ivory. This is like my favorite foundation. I hate that it's not in a pump, but... and I'm going to put this on with a brush. This is a Lamora Flat Kabuki brush, T01. Looks like this. Got it on Amazon. It was like 10 bucks. It's been a really great brush so far, and it's clean. Well, now it's not. I'm just going to stipple this on. Because my skin is so dry, I don't want to set it. I mean, I'll set my under eyes, but that's about it. And most of the other foundations that I have, I don't have a ton of foundations, but most of them need to be set with a powder because they just don't dry down, or they take forever to dry down. I'm going to go in with a little bit more. I don't think I got enough there. I mean, I'm going to put bronzer and stuff on top of it, but my skin has been really acne prone lately. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I grew up with a ton of acne everywhere. It was horrible. And I did everything. I mean, I didn't do Accutane, but I did every over-the-counter product, some prescription products. I was on tetracycline for a while. Okay, that gave me some more coverage. I don't know. I'm at the point where I'm starting to think about going back to the doctor and asking about something for this acne. It seems to be mostly hormonal related, but oh, I just thought I was past it, you know? Okay, so next I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. I have a few concealers. I like the concealers that I do have, but this is my favorite at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and conceal and brighten. Take my Real Technique sponge. This is getting close to dead, so I'm going to have to get something soon. I really like this sponge. I'd like to try a Real Beauty blender though, just to compare everything to. I know I've seen a lot of people are really into the L'Oreal sponge, which is going to be cheaper than a Beauty blender, so I might get that too. I already feel better. I like didn't wear any makeup yesterday, and then it's pretty late in the afternoon today when I'm filming. I hadn't worn any makeup for a while, and it bothers my eyes if I do that. Does anybody else get that? Because it makes no sense to me, but I swear that's what happens. I'm just gonna go in with my HD finishing powder. This is by Studio Makeup. I got this in my BoxyCharm this month. And I'm not gonna bake with it, but I'm gonna put it under my eyes. If I try to bake with it, it sort of disappears. But because it's white, it does help to brighten. And so I'm just gonna press it right there so that I don't crease with my concealer. I'm super excited about tonight. We're going to a new place we haven't been to yet. It's like a Brazilian steakhouse where they just bring you meat and food, and I'm super excited about it. We usually go to places like Denny's or Mel's or, you know, whatever. We don't do a lot of fancy stuff. So I'm very excited because we don't get to dress up all that often and go out. And usually if we are going anywhere, we're bringing the kid along with us. So it's nice to go on a date. Okay, so next I'm going to contour. I don't usually contour. Oh, I should have done this before I did the setting powder. I'm not going to brighten then. I'm just going to contour just a little bit, not the full round face contour, but I'm just going to, right there, a little bit down my nose, and right there. And then I'm just going to blend that in with that same sponge. I might have to get it wet again. I don't know. I don't contour very often. It takes a lot of time. I do feel like that makes a big difference. Just in how I feel. So next I'm going to go in with this NYX Liquid Illuminator. I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger and pop it right in my highlight area. This is very gold. Well, it's shiny and reflective. I might use my sponge to blend that out. I don't know. I feel like that kind of blended away. I'm not a huge cream and liquid. I like powders. I have more control over them, and I feel like a lot of the creams and the powders and stuff that I use just kind of aren't there after I've used them. I'm gonna do my brows really quick and off camera because it takes a while and So gonna do my brows real quick. Just gonna use the MAC pencil in Lingering. This I got in my BoxyCharm this month, and then gonna follow it with the Benefit Gimme Brow in number 3, and then I will be right back. So brows are on. I didn't do the best job. I'm not the greatest at brows, but they look better. And then my lips were so freaking dry and chapped, and I want to put a matte lipstick on. So I went in with the e.l.f. lip exfoliator. This stuff is amazing. So I just did that real quick and then washed it off and put on some chapstick because I can't handle them. They're driving me crazy. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with some bronzer. I'm going to use the Cargo Blush Bronzer Duo. The bronzer is in the shade Medium, if I can open it. And I didn't set the rest of my face. I didn't set the cream contour, which I know I'm supposed to, but I'm hoping this will help to set it because this is a powder, as well as the contour powder that I'm going to use. I need a new bronzer because I've been using the Rimmel bronzer in Sunshine, and I don't like it. It doesn't work for my skin tone. I mean, it might just be the wrong color for me, but I don't like it, and it's a little sparkly, which is not what I wanted. So if anybody has a great bronzer that you know of, please let me know because I would like to try it out. I'm going to go in with my contour. I'm going to contour next, and then I'm going to go blush. So I'm just going to use the Wet n Wild Megaglo contouring palette. So I'm just going to grab my little angle brush, dip right into the contour, and I'm going to take my little toothbrushy thing and do my nose with this. Pretty good to me. It's a lot more than I usually do, but that's okay. I'm going to take my big purple fluffy brush. This is a Royal and Langnickel powder brush. And dip into that cream shade. I'm just going to go back right here and brighten, even though I already have powder there. I didn't contour my chin. That's okay. I don't really need to. I don't know what I'm doing today. I'm just playing with makeup. So next I'm going to go in with blush. I'm going to do my little Be Matte blush. City of Color. I'm going to go in with this shade. This is Fresh Melon. That's pretty pigmented. All right, I'm going to go in with my stippling brush and see if I can fix that, because that's too much blush for me. And I'll see if I can just kind of marry all of the bronzer, contour, and blush together. Not to make it muddy, I still want it to be defined, but I just want it to blend seamlessly together. Okay, so next I'm going to do highlighter later. I'm going to do my eyes first. So first, I need a base. I'm going to go in with the BH Cosmetics Smooth Canvas. This is in the shade Veil. I'm just going to plop that on my eyes as my primer, because it is a primer, duh. I will say this stuff is fine. I feel like it's getting more creamy as I dig into it, so that's something. Because at first it was pretty dry, and it seems backwards, but that's okay. But it does leave kind of a sheen underneath your eyeshadow, and if your eyeshadow isn't pigmented enough, you can see the sheen. And I don't always love that, so most of the time I just prime with concealer. Okay, so now that's on. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to do a couple of things for my eyes today. I'm going to do, most of my shadows are going to be this Modern Mattes eyeshadow palette from BH Cosmetics. I use this all the time. This has been great. I haven't noticed any patchiness with these. I got them when they were on sale. It was like half off on their website. So it's been a while since I got them, but it's hard to open. So I'm going to do all these mattes, and then I'm going to go in with the Stila Magnificent Metals. This is Glitter and Glow. This is in the shade Smoldering Satin. I love this. I feel so pretty when I wear this, and I really only wear it for special occasions, because I'm not going to put it on for work and stuff, but it's gorgeous, and I just think it's so pretty, and it makes me feel pretty. So first I'm going to set my eyeshadow primer. I'm going to go in with this peach shade right here. Grab some of that. These do have, some kick up powder, but they blend really nicely, and it's not at like a ton of kick up, so I have no problems with it. So now I'm going to gradually get darker with some brown shades, and then I might do a black, because I'm wearing black today for my fancy date. So I'm going to start with this light shade. These don't have names, so I'm sorry. So I'm going to start with this one, using kind of an angled brush. This is a Luxie brush, and I really like it. This is the medium angled shading. I use this for my crease color all the time, or my transition shade as well. I think it does a good job. So next I'm going to go one over. Going to use this same brush. Just grab some, kick off the excess, and go right in my crease, trying not to go quite as high as I did with that transition shade. I like how this is turning into a tutorial. I'm not like telling you anything. I don't really have anything to say though. My life is pretty boring. Okay, so next I'm going to take a different angled shader. This one's a little bit denser. This is by Lamora. And I'm going to go in with this shade right here. Kind of a taupey brown, just a little bit darker than those other two colors that we just put on. And I'm going to do the same thing, keeping it lower than I was, so like right underneath the crease, building up the color. I'm going to go with this tapered brush. This is from Glamour Dolls. This is a great brush. And I'm going to get a little bit darker and go with this color right here. I'm just going to pick it up. And I'm going to put that in my crease, keeping it not as low as I just went, but I want to define with this. So I'm just going to go back and forth. I'm not doing circle motions, I'm only doing back and forth. And I'm going to go in on the lid in that V area. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with my crease brush. This is where I'm going to get darker on the outside, and I'm going to stick it just in the outer V. So I'm going to go with this darker shade right there, and just in the outer V. I'm not going into the crease at all with this. Outer V, and flicking inward to blend it. Then I'm going to take this other crease brush. It's similar to that, but it's a little bit looser, not as dense. I'm going to go in with this black. I'm just going to grab the tiniest bit. You do not need much whenever it comes to black. So I'm just going to put it right on the outer V, and that is it. I'm not flicking that inward at all. That's just going in the outer V. I'm happy with that. I'm going to blend it just so that there's no harsh edges. Blend up this way just to smoke it towards that, and make sure everything is soft. And I mean, that did blend away some of my color, but that's okay. I will redefine everything after I put this on, because this kind of takes over. And I don't do this until after liner, because I can't really put liner on top of that. Though I am going to do my lower lash line right now. So I'm going to take this shader brush. I said I'm going to really smoke it out. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here. I'm only going to use the same, not all of the shades I have on my eye, but those are the only shades that I'm going to use, are those same shades. So I'm going to run this all the way under. All right, so next I'm going to go in with a little bit of a smaller brush. This is, it's not necessarily an under eye brush, but I like it for, it picks up a decent amount of pigment. So I'm going to go in with that darkest brown that we used and put that about halfway under, and just run it back and forth, back and forth. Okay, so now I'm going to take a small angled brush, and I'm going to dip into that black, tap off all of the excess, and I'm going to stamp it right on the outer edge and get it in my eye. That doesn't look very attractive. But I'm going to connect it to that other black that we put on our edge, and I'm going to stamp into it so that it's all married together. I'm going back into that outer V as well, just to redefine since I blended it away. That's pretty messy, so I'm going to go back and blend a little more. That's much better. So I'm going to go with my liner now. This is the Liquid Kohl Waterproof Liquid Liner by Seraphine Botanicals. I'm really enjoying this on my upper lashes, and then on my lower waterline, I'm going to use the Catrice Cosmetics 18-Hour Color and Contour Eye Pencil. This is also great in the lower waterline. I have a lot of them that I just don't like for the lower waterline, but that one's sticking around pretty good. I'm going to do those off camera because and I suck at liner. It's going to take me forever. So I'm going to do those, and then I'll come back and we'll put on this liquid metal stuff. Okay, liner is on. I did a wing. Had to clean it up with concealer, but I did it. Now I'm going to go with the Stila Magnificent Metals. It comes like this, and I found there's a little tiny bit of fallout out throughout the day with this, but it's not bad because it's in the solution. So I'm just gonna plop it right into my lid. I'm gonna try and fade it as much as I can into, because I don't really want it to, I don't want it to go all the way across. I am gonna, because if you don't let it dry, it'll crease, but once it's dry, it won't, in my experience. Because see, if you try to put liner on top of this, it's gonna, the glitter's gonna pull your liner off, and it's gonna suck. And you can feel it, and like nothing comes off. Well, maybe a little bit comes off, but not, you can tell that it's dry. This one's still a little bit tacky. So I'm going to go back in with my little brush that we had the black on, and I'm not adding anything to it. I'm just going to re-darken that very outer edge just to try and blend these together because I don't want that harsh line there. I think it looks good. I'm debating if I want to put this in my inner corner. I do. This is the Lord & Berry, I don't know, highlighting stick pen. What's this called? Strobing pencil. That's it. I'm just going to put it in the corners. This was so pretty when I tried it out. Not that I'm not glittery enough as it is, but I just love this stuff. It's so pretty. And I'm feeling fancy today. I'm actually going to go in. I'm going to go back in with this BH Cosmetics palette. I'm going to take that blending brush that we used and I'm going to dip into this white and use this as my brow bone color. I don't want it to be as intense as the inner corner. You can, of course, do that to make it super pop, but I just want to clean up that area, I think. So now I'm going to curl my lashes and put on some mascara. I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Excessive Lash on my bottom lashes. The wand is great for that. And then on my upper lashes, I'm going to use the Superhero mascara by IT Cosmetics. I love it. It's great, and it's starting to dry out on me, and that makes me sad. Okay, so there is some glitter fallout on my face. It's not like a lot because it's in a solution, so it's like a glitter glue. It's like in a solution glue-ish thing, so it doesn't, not a ton falls out, but it is glitter. You're gonna have fallout, so I'm just gonna wipe that away. Now I let it hang out for a little while so that what's gonna fall will hopefully have already fallen. Some more might fall as the day goes on. There's some stuck to my lashes. I'm feeling pretty good about this. What do we have left? We have highlighter and lips. So highlighter, I'm gonna go in with the Luna highlighter. I know you guys are tired of seeing this. I only have like 2 highlighters. I have some liquid ones, but the liquid ones just don't do it for me. It's so pretty. It's like iridescent, and I just love it. I will go get some more highlighters to try out different ones. I promise. I like to highlight down the center of my nose. I don't add any highlighter. I just use whatever's left on the brush to do so. Okay, so next I'm going to line my lips and then go in with my liquid lipstick. This is the Prestige lip liner. Do they make this anymore? I've had this forever. This needs to be sharpened. Hold on. I'm just going to line my lips with it. It still works. And then I'm going to go in with the Sephora Liquid Matte Lipstick. This is in the shade 24. I don't see this has a name other than 24, which I believe is what they called it when I got it there. But it's a nice vampy look, and I love it. I do think that this stuff is pigmented enough. It does last for quite a while. It is incredibly drying though. I will let you know right now. And that's why I kept putting stuff on my lips and exfoliated them before I used this, because this is drying. And I love the color. The staying power is pretty dang good. Like I can eat with this and not really have too much of a problem. I mean, it might lose a little bit in the center, but I really like this lipstick. And then finishing touch, I'm going to go in with the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray and just set my face. It feels so nice. So here's our final look, guys. I'm happy with it. I feel very pretty and sparkly and fancy and glam. Hopefully you enjoyed this sort of get ready with me sort of tutorial. I don't know what this was. It was a video. Please let me know if you like this kind of thing. I don't know what this was, but I had a good time. So hopefully you had a good time and it was somewhat entertaining. Thank you for watching. Be nice to each other, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everybody.